Hello again, welcome to another video. So yeah, this video is going to be a bit of a discussion and ranting, ramblings really, a bit of waffle. So I think I'll start off with eBay. I was on eBay last night, scrolling through like you do, and I was looking at Mega CD games. So I'm thinking, you know, there's a couple of Mega CD games I still want, still need. And what I noticed, there's a few people selling, you got this, what you watch out for now, reproductions, and the good reproductions as well. So I do like my reproductions. I love them. I love the fan-made ones. I love the hacks. I love all that kind of stuff. And I also like the option of getting a repro to try a game that's very expensive to see if you like it or not. If you like it, then you can commit all that money to get the game into your collection. I love that, but I also like the fact that when you get a repro, you know it's a repro. You know, get it in a DVD case, something like that. But there is a company called Retro Game Lab who do really good, authentic Mega CD reproductions. But you could tell the reproduction because on the disc it will say retro. It says Sega Mega CD. It says Retro Game Lab, and on the case it will say Retro Game Lab. So you do know. But I noticed there was a seller last night selling Monkey Island, which I've got here. I've got The Secret to Monkey Island for Mega CD, which I don't believe was released on the Mega CD. So they were selling this, which is like I think it's been ported to the Mega CD, but as new for like £230, and they had a few more. They had Flink, and they had something else as well. Sonic Mega Mix, which isn't even a Mega CD game. It's a hack game. So they're selling that for I think 190 quid. So I've reported the seller to. I've reported the seller because I think you've got to, because someone could drop 230 quid on this, and what you see is it's all in the pictures, looks great and everything, but I don't know if you can see it just there. It will say, oh, nearly lost the instructions, Retro Game Lab at the bottom of the disc. Then also they've got a picture like that, and it's blue. You see, because it's like a good rewritable disc. So you know that's not on. If you're buying a reproduction, you're buying a reproduction. The thing is, you can still get this from Retro Game Lab. And a good quality, if you get them, you know, not a problem. I like to get a few of them just to play the game, try it. And this is like I say, it's like a ported game, this one. But it's £17.99 from them. You know, really nice thing. And I'll show you, if you wait there, I'll show you some more I've got. So I've got, oh yeah, this is the other one. Look, so you've got things like, they're selling this as well for 190. It's £17.99 from Retro Game Lab. Same thing, really nice, got a manual, but it says Retro Game Lab on the disc. And this was never an official release. And then you've got Ultraverse Prime, another example. Same again, look, it does a good job, Retro Game Lab. So you know, if you know it's a repro. You can tell by the plastic. I mean, it doesn't smell actually too bad, these ones. I think these ones are good quality cases. But yeah, so I thought, that's my first rambling. I thought that ain't on. So I reported the seller, just waiting for a bit of feedback, because if any of you guys are out there buying that, dropping 230 quid on, you know, The Secret of Monkey Island for the Mega CD, thinking you got a good bargain here, you know, it's not on. It's actually £17.99 from Retro Game Lab. Right, that's my first ramble out of the way, because it made me furious lying in bed thinking, well, they could buy Retro Game Lab's whole game library and have a full Mega CD set for the money going to drop on that one reproduction. So that's why you got to be careful with reproductions, because I do love I get all my legit games. I've got a big collection. You can see it all behind me, and it's got over there. But then there's some heavy hitters where you think, right, like another thing I'll show you. This one, Knuckles Chaotix. Now this one is a reproduction. Really, it's like a Mega Drive cart. And you know, really good, nice, yeah, but you know it's a reproduction. So I bought this to try it, and I thought, yeah, I do like this game. So then I got, it's up here, then I got the legit one. I got the legit copy, you see. So then you drop the big money and get the actual cartridge. So that's the good thing about repros. But yeah, it just made me mad. So yeah, so that's my first rant out of the way. Get that out of the way, that's off my chest. Have a swig of coffee, because it ain't time, that's a lot of money someone's going to lose. Right, so my next thing I want to talk about is Polymega. Now they just come out and announced pre-orders for an Atari module, so it's 2600 and 7800. Now the Atari I play at the odd time, but it's not something I always kind of play. So I'm interested in it, but I'm kind of not as well, because I've literally if you don't know anything about the Polymega, what it does is, I'll show you. You get these modules. Now this is the main unit will play CDs like PS1, Mega CD, Sega CD, Saturn, Neo Geo CD, all that kind of stuff. But then you drop in these modules at the front of it here, the click in, click out. Now this is the Mega module, so this will do, this one plays Mega Drive, Genesis, 32X, Super 32X, and Genesis 32X. So it's a really good module. But yeah. So they just announced pre-orders for the Atari one, and I thought, well, you know, it's good that they're doing it, but it's not something I think I'm interested in, because I've got two Ataris. I've got what's it, the 6-switch one, the heavy one. I've got one of them, and I've got a junior, and they still work, you know, work perfectly. But then I've just literally bought a couple of days ago, I think it was dropped to like 45 quid on Amazon, the Atari 2600 Plus. So this is obviously HDMI out, so you get a few games in it. But the reason I bought this is because this plays 7800 as well. So it plays 2600, 7800. I was going to get the 7800 one, but I've got no nostalgia for that one, because this is the one that I had back in the day. So this is the model I wanted, but it does play 7800. So the reason I got this the other day off Amazon, I looked on, because you can pre-order Tiger Heli for the 7800, and that looks, I watched John Hancock's video, he did a demo of it, playing it. It looks absolutely fantastic. So I thought, once that comes up for pre-order on Amazon, I'll get it. So I pre-ordered that, and I thought, well, I've got nothing to play it on. So that's when I looked for this, and it's been dropped to, I think it was like 45 quid to play for this. So because I've got this, and I've got my old Ataris, I've got no need for that module. Now, I don't know what anyone else is doing who's got a Polymega, whether you're getting it, but I have got a little bit of a collection of the Atari games, but not a massive one. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't. I just came in when the Atari, back end of the Atari, and then going into the NES. That's when I came into gaming. So I was playing, you know, like Space Invaders, Asteroids, all that kind of thing. But yeah, so I don't think I'm going to drop the money to get the that Atari module, and also. Because it comes from America, I think the module's 98 quid, and then it's £125 with postage. And then because the packaging might be quite big, then you might have to pay import duty as well. So God knows how much that would be. So that's why I'm not going to do it as well. But if they came out with well, this is what I'm hoping they're going to do. If they come out with a module for the Jaguar and for the Lynx combined, that would be awesome. I'd drop the money on that, because I think that's well worth it. Because I've got one Jaguar system, Atari Jaguar, and you never know when that's going to die. But it's working fine at the minute. So that's my other thing out of the way. I don't know what other people are doing, whether you need it or not. I don't think I do. I think I'll stick with this for the 7800 games that are being re-released from Atari. But I'm not even going to unbox it yet, because I've got my other Ataris at the minute. I've got no 7800 games, because I never had any. I only had the 2600, and then I went to NES. So I ain't going to actually unbox this and use this until the Tiger Heli drops. And that's Tiger Heli, and that's the one. It looks amazing, that does. Right, so I've talked about Polymega. I talked about the repros on eBay. That got my back up, that did. I mean, charge a big money for it. I mean, where's your morals? And then... oh God, my mouth's gone dry. Let's have a swig of coffee. Right. And then I've done a few videos recently of testing all my box systems. I've done them up there. I'll just show you, so my phone doesn't drop out. I've done these ones down here. And I was going to do videos on these ones up here and there, but I've already tested them, because the videos takes for ages. So it's a bit of an update on the testing. So I've tested all of them: PS2, Sega CD, N64, NES, Lynx, Jag, Specky, and then all the ones in the cabinet: Mega CD, Philips CDI, Super Nintendo. I've got Game Boys, Lynxes in there, and I've tested all my Xbox as well. So they all work, which is good news. I think I had one Xbox that was not reading disc, and the drive wasn't opening, so that just needs a new belt and probably the laser cleaning. That's all. So yeah, that's all gone well. So that's it for this video. I had a bit of a rant about reproductions. Not a rant about Polymega, because it's good that they're doing this. I like companies doing that, but I don't think the Atari module's for me. And then obviously update on my systems that I've been testing. I do it annually once a year. So yeah, Anyone got any comments on the Polymega, on reproductions? I mean, like I say, I do like reproductions because you can play expensive games, you can try them, niche ones as well, and then if you really like it, you can drop the big money on it. But I think when you do it, you can't resell them. You got to keep them, and then they're not really worth anything, are they? Just to you to play the game. But yeah, that's the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next one. See you later.